Are women more privileged than men? Yes, they are, and it's not even close. Women are loved just for existing. They get attention, compliments, protection, free drinks, doors opened for them, etc.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at men being done with feminism. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's just jump right into it.
It feels a little fake and gay. I tell you guys, it feels a little fake and gay, and there will be no fakeness and no gayness.
How charming. However, whenever I see this type of post, I always wonder to myself, do the types of women that make these particular styles of posts, do they actually ask any of the men to help them? Or do they just expect the men to help them because they are women and they are men, and that's stereotypically what men are supposed to do in their normal gender role, is help helpless women that can't do things for themselves? Because there are a lot of women out there that really don't seem to actually want to be viewed as independent. They want to be absolutely dependent on men, but yet at the same time will argue that they're equal to men.
They never ask for help. They legitimately expect men to do the heavy lifting for them.
Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online, and even began attempting to blackmail me into having her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm going to make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of... do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're, threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
Being in a situation like this must be completely horrifying. A false accusation threat is no laughing matter at all.
The Turkey Tom allegations are some of the falsest false allegations I've ever seen. And even though I've enjoyed Tom's content, I was willing to unsubscribe forever, except for the fact that he completely debunked everything. Let's go over it. Tom provides receipts that she was the one who wanted to film, and he was the one who was actually paranoid about it. But when he finally consented, she was the one who always held the camera and was making eye contact with it. Also, I censored these text messages, but yes, they are both white, and she is using the N-word. And when it comes to sharing those videos, the only person who did that was Rowan, who sent them to the owner of Kiwi Farms, a man she's never met.
If a woman is ever asking you to record spicy content, run to the hills as fast as you can would be my advice.
Next, she accuses Tom of being too rough, but he shares some of the most unhinged texts I have ever seen, where she is clearly the one interested in rough endeavors, even wanting to call it that, which he does not like, and repeatedly asks her to stop, to the point that she asks if he was mad at her, and he was. She even says that she wants to start fights with him to try to get him angrier at her during these interactions. It honestly feels like she spent the entire relationship trying to bait him into making her a victim, and he refuses at every opportunity.
Some of the fantasies these women have are just straight up disturbing, and they say that men are the violent ones.
The next claim she makes is that Tom encouraged her disordered issues with eating, which would be horrible if that was true. But Tom once again brings the receipts showing that he basically did the exact opposite of that, telling her to drink protein to put on more weight, saying he would still like her if she did gain more weight, reacting to pro-ED content with "that is a sickening image," and she accuses him of trying to get her into age play by buying her Hello Kitty pajamas. This one's probably the easiest to debunk, because not only is Hello Kitty a perfectly fine adult interest, but Tom is also easily able to prove that she has a history of simply expressing that she likes Hello Kitty. Also, Rowan sent this picture of her room, and if you don't know what that movie poster is, don't Google it, just know that Rowan is very weird for having that up.
The sad part is, even with all of this evidence, there are plenty of people who will still blame the guy anyway.
There's actually a lot more to this. You can watch Tom's full video here, but just wow. Honestly, Tom is very lucky. Because he had those receipts and happens to have a very massive supportive fan base, I don't think his life will actually be ruined. But if this happened to an average guy, especially one who doesn't save texts, these would be life-destroying accusations. This is so incredibly frustrating because these kinds of false accusations don't just harm the accused, but also every real victim who already faces so much scrutiny and disbelief when they come forward. I personally believe that Rowan should face jail time for this, and she's certainly lost the right to complain about not being believed about things in the future.
There needs to be a serious penalty for false accusers, in my opinion. They really do ruin lives in the worst ways.
There's just nothing worse, in my opinion, than a man
Fun fact about her, she's actually married. Wonder what her husband has to say about that.
What do you want?
Yeah, I want to see if Arturo's down to go to the game tonight.
We have plans already, but come in.
Oh, is that the homie? Bro! What's up? It's been so long! Bro, what's up? I want to see if you're down to hang out with the homies tonight. Ah, bro, I can, dude. Me and my girl had plans, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Maybe next time. Yeah. Tell the homies I said what's up, though. All right, man, next time. Tell them about my new spot. Bro, I got a dope Xbox. Oh,
It is unfair to think that a man should give up his entire social life for an ungrateful wife.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? 0. How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? 0. Can I say negative? So what's the number? 0.
Genuine question. Why do men get married? Why do you need women for? Why do you need your wives if you hate them? Isn't it easier to just stay single or be gay? Clearly you're all gay. You hate your wife.
It's rather presumptuous to assume that a man hates his wife because he doesn't like Costco.
I'm going to give my perspective here, but before I do, I just want to point this out here. No ring. I'm sure it's completely irrelevant, but here we go. My wife knows I don't like going to Costco, but she still asks me and still wants me to go, and I go with her. Now, I go with her because of her. Now, it doesn't mean I have to like going to Costco. And just because I don't like going to Costco doesn't mean I hate her. All those men were there. Think about that. You're asking men that are at a place if they like being there, and they say no, 0.
You can still care about your wife and not like going to the store with her. It is not rocket science at all.
But they are there, and this woman is still finding some negative way of looking at it and saying, why do you get married? Why do you hate your wives? Just be gay. What are you talking about? Like, I do stuff all the time for my wife that I don't like, and she does a lot of stuff for me that she doesn't like. That's marriage, dummy. Like, what are you expecting? And it makes me think that's probably why you're single. You don't understand men. You don't understand marriage. I don't like going to Costco, but I do it. My wife doesn't expect me to like going to Costco. She just wants me there. I'm so happy my wife isn't one of these darn nasty feminists. Goodness gracious, I looked out.
Women like that kind of just expect marriages to be just like what she's seeing at the end of movies.
Oh my god, I love your sign. It's so cool. Thank you. So, I mean, I don't understand why people don't get it. Men shouldn't be able to say what women can do with their bodies. Exactly. Like, what's so hard to understand about that? If you don't have a uterus, you shouldn't be able to tell someone who has one what to do with it.
That's exactly how I feel.
It's so crazy. By the way, do you support trans women?
Of course.
So isn't that the problem? If men can't tell women what to do with their bodies, why can men become women?
What?
It is disturbing how many feminists are quick to buy into the hate without actually thinking about it first at all.
If men can't tell women what to do with their bodies, why can they become women?
I don't... What are you talking about?
I mean, it's a simple question. You trust the science, right?
Yes.
Well, what's the problem? Why do you think men can become women?
I think people can be whatever they want.
So can't they tell women what to do with their bodies if they can be women?
I mean, no.
Good luck.
This was never about cultural ideologies. This was always about preferential treatment.
Can you tell us what he did? He was grabbing me up by my shirt, telling me, you gotta get the out, you gotta get the out. I'm pushing him back, and he's pushing me back, and he's grabbing me by my hair, and until my hair's coming off. If he has that video, and you can hear me in the video saying, don't, stay away from me. Get away from me, please.
Like, you are talking down to me. I'm not gonna explain it again.
That's how you take
I'm
it.
not gonna explain
I
it
just
again.
said I don't want to be. I don't
You
want you in my house.
This is why it's so important to document everything. Men absolutely have to protect themselves.
Please get out of my house with that. Or put it away. Get, bro.
Make me get out. Make me get out right now. Call the police, because now I'm done with it.
Away from me. Now you're saying I'm coming towards you? I'm
coming
towards you?
I'm giving you a reason right now because I'm ready to go to jail right now.
He pulled that out. He pulled the video out after, in the middle of an argument.
But we still have to act on the evidence. So we see the physical
right now?
altercation of you stepping towards him and striking him multiple times with a knife in your offhand.
That guy is insanely lucky that she was just holding the knife and not actually doing anything with it.
Wow. And that's what we're going on. We tried, like my partner said, we tried to observe the marks that you stated,
Can you go ask him to not do this right now?
So the way that this works, State of Ohio takes the message very seriously. After us seeing that, he doesn't really have an option. The state is going to mandate that an arrest happens today. Okay? So if you would, go ahead.
Can I call someone really quick?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Turn around. Put your hand behind your back. Yep.
It's crazy how she thought the guy that she attacked could just magically make the cops go away.
Hot dogs! Is that for me?
That's for us.
Oh. Well, you won't have to worry about the neighbors tonight, baby, because we're going to clean the table.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Lord, look what a meal. You got yours selected or anything?
No. Get what you want.
God.
It'll fall apart. It's tender.
Is that mine?
If that's the one you want.
You better believe that's the one I want.
That's why I got you the platter.
Look what a princess. I'm so happy.
This proves how it doesn't take much to make a man happy in his own home.
Oh. Yum, yum, yum. You need me to get you one out?
No, I'll get it.
Okay, you sure?
I'm sure.
This my baked potato?
Sure baked potato. There's salad. And there's baked beans.
I'm gonna have to slow dance you into the moonlight tonight, love.
Oh, yeah?
I sure will if I'm able.
Promises, promises.
Yeah.
You'll have to try not to founder yourself.
God.
You know what?
Now this is hillbilly living, guys.
Little stuff like this really does show how little it takes to actually show appreciation to a guy.
Now, her article in Business Insider reads, quote, "I'm 38 and single, and I recently realized I want a child. I'm terrified that I've missed my opportunity." That woman's name is Melissa Persling, and she's revealing to Fox News Digital what she thinks caused her current situation. Listen.
I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. I was constantly fed this idea that women can do everything. We don't really need men. Women can have the great career and have the kids that they like and change the tires and do this.
Feminists were heavily brainwashed, and they still are, but that brainwashing can't last forever. It's not possible, especially when the women are no longer benefiting as much.
I mean, I grew up thinking, and men are great, but like I can do all the same things. I do feel in many ways betrayed by that line of thinking. I kind of want to go back to some of those teachers and coaches and say,
you lied.
What the hell did you mean by that? Because women can't do it all. We can't.
Yeah.
Men have been telling women this for decades, but they wanted to learn this the hard way.
And it's exactly the entire point of the gender conversation in the first place. Men and women were never designed to do everything alone. We were always designed to complement one another. However, this new wave of feminism wants to erase roles and push equality and blur every line that signifies a difference between us and pretend as if anything you can do, I can do better. No matter how good that it sounds on a podcast, it just isn't true.
Feminism was never about equality at all. It was about demonizing men.
And then you take a look at a young lady who has lived out the most of her childbearing years throughout her life, and as she now is saying to herself, damn, did they all just lie to me for their own benefit or their own profit? And this feeling has been generally a feeling that comes to them in private, but now through proliferation of social media, we can watch the crying videos on them online as they hit this realization. For the ladies that still adorn this dogma, please dispatch it from your life before it is too late.
The harsh truth is that too many feminists will learn this lesson after it is far too late.
One more game and then come to bed.
Okay.
One more game.
All right.
What? What are you doing out there? Go to bed, bro.
You were just out there.
No, I was in bed. What are you talking about? Go to bed, bro. You're from sleepwalking or something.
Are you serious?
Go to bed.
He's a grown adult. He doesn't need his wife to tell him to put down the game to go to bed.
Are women more privileged than men? Yes, they are, and it's not even close. Women are loved just for existing. They get attention, compliments, protection, free drinks, doors opened for them, etc. And a man, he's invisible until he proves that he can provide, protect, perform, pay, or add value. In other words, earn your spot or disappear. Guess what? A woman can also decide if you become a dad or not. You get zero say.
Even then, that appreciation and acceptance can be taken away at any time for any reason.
She's pregnant. Her body, her choice, my dudes. End of story. Do you want the kid? Doesn't matter. Don't want it? Doesn't matter. 18 years of child support slammed on you without consent. And worse, she cheats. She claims the kid is yours. You raise it for years and discover that it's not yours later. Court, in many places, still force you to pay until 18 years of age. So you're screwed. One day, she wakes up unhappy, files for divorce, no proof needed, and walks with primary custody most of the time, years of child support, and many times a lifetime of alimony plus half of your assets.
And he also gets the added perk of being blamed for her wanting to get the divorce as well.
Oh, and she isn't required to show you that the money is actually helping your kid. It all goes to her. She can also falsely accuse you with zero consequences. She can claim assault, abuse, online to the police and in court. And if it's proven a total lie, she gets a little slap on the wrist. But you lose your job, your reputation, your sanity, and you can spend years in prison even if you're innocent. The system shields her more than the truth.
And even if he's proven completely innocent, it doesn't actually matter. He is forced to keep the stigma anyway.
Men are disposable, not women. Draft registration? Men only. Most workplace deaths? Men. Most homeless? Men. Suicide rate 4 times higher? Men. The double standards never end. Man hits a woman? Monster. Jail. Woman hits a man? What did you do to her?
You can't bring up men's self-deletion rates, mental health issues, or anything like that because a lot of women refuse to believe that men actually suffer at all.
Man cheats? You're trash. Woman cheats? She was just unhappy. He failed. The bottom line is, women get safety nets, sympathy, legal advantages, social worship, and endless help. Men don't. That is just the truth. Pretending that we're both equal is gaslighting half of the population. So wake up.
The game has been rigged against men in far too many ways, but even when men try to speak up, we are called hateful and then get blamed for all of the violence across the planet. It's completely ridiculous. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.